So today is an action-packed day because today we're finally going to Comuna 13. It's one of the most popular places to visit. It's a must visit when you come to Medellin. So Rafael was telling me that the people there now are using art as a form of distraction from... In the past, they embraced this really art expressions to get away from the realities of their life then, where there was violence everywhere and there was fear of death any time of the day. And so they really, how it came about was that they used art as a form of distraction and also as a form of expression when they couldn't express their feelings openly. And so all these murals all have meanings behind them. So we are in Comuna 13 now and we're doing an art gallery tour. We've been brought into this really cool indoor art gallery with very colourful murals and art. So let's go on a tour.
This has 5 art difference: George, Duffer, Da Vinci, and Azuli.
So 5 different artists?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got 5 different artists and their works are all out on display here. It's really vibrant and colorful. And our guide took us to this super local Colombian place and to try out Colombian food. So let's go. So it is said that in the past, I think it was in the early 2000s, there used to be 5 narco gangs and they would go against each other and they would even recruit government to try and go against each other. Actually walk around Comuna 13. You can do it without a guide or with a guide, although I highly recommend going with a guide because they really explain how everything has changed. Even the electric escalator wasn't there a couple of years ago. So if you really go around and walk along the road, you'll see how there are a lot of street stalls, a lot of locals just selling their artwork, t-shirts, souvenirs, street food. So it's really nice to walk around on a good day. So I went on a Saturday and already, even though it's not peak period because it's still the pandemic, already I see so many people roaming the streets. And so it definitely is one of the highlights of Medellin. I would really advise you to go on a tour with a local tour guide. They would be able to explain every single artwork that you see over there. And right now, I was asking Rafael if the locals who live there now, do they embrace such a loud form of music and loud form of art and how it's so different from the past. And he was saying, yeah, they actually do embrace it because the children that are growing up in this neighborhood now, they, instead of growing up to learn how to fight, learn how to shoot, learn all about violence, now they're growing up wanting to be tour guides, they're growing up learning how to be artists. So it's been a great progress for the local people. Oh yeah, another thing we did because we were already in the vicinity was take a metro cable, which is a cable car. The starting point was at this stop called San Javier, San Javier in English, but San Javier in Spanish. It's not too far away. You can take either a public bus to San Javier metro stop or you can just take a taxi. We took a taxi and that was 6,000 pesos. There were 4 of us. So that was roughly around US $1.50. So the cable car is actually a form of public transportation for the locals because they have houses built on top of hills. If you sit on the cable car, you can really see the different levels of houses and how they are really built on a hill because it's really steep. So this cable car sort of was a savior for some of the people who live up on the hill. And it's a great way to see kind of a nice viewpoint around Medellin, around the neighborhood. There's not much to see outside of it because it's really just a neighborhood. The cost of taking this metro ride was around 3,000 Colombian pesos, which is roughly around 50 cents US dollars. You can take there are 4 stops to get right up to the top, and if you don't get off that station, you can just look back down. So then the whole cost of the trip is just around 3,000 pesos because you are charged the moment you enter the station. So yeah, it's like a really nice way. It's very peaceful, very idyllic. You just sit on the cable car and get a view of the neighborhood. It's a really nice, lazy way to get to see the neighborhood really well from a vantage point. And I mean, if you are done with the Communa 13 tour and you are looking for something more scenic, I suggest you go hop on the metro cable or the cable car, as they call it, to take a look around.